We are here for the motion to revoke bond in State versus John Isaac Brewer. I had previously made a conditional forfeiture of his bond for his failure to appear at 1 o'clock, and he came into the courtroom, so I'll set that aside. We will now proceed with your motion to revoke bond.
Thank you.
You may call your first witness.
You're on the stand. Call Deputy Logan Stewart to the stand.
If you'll come forward, please. Ask you to raise your right hand and let the court place your under oath.
You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony I give in this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and help you God.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Take a seat, please.
Deputy, can you state your full name for me, please?
Yes, ma'am. Sergeant Logan Stewart.
I'm sorry, Sergeant. And where are you currently employed?
Humphreys County Sheriff's Office.
And were you working for them back September 26th of 2025?
I was, yes, ma'am.
And can you tell the court how you came into contact with Mr. Brewer on that date?
Yes, ma'am. The reason for the contact was actually a traffic stop initiated for improper display of registration. He didn't have any tag lights eliminating the rear registration plate on the vehicle. So I conducted the traffic stop. He was the driver and sole occupant of that vehicle.
Okay. And was that stop conducted here in Humphreys County?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember whereabouts?
Yes, it was actually 13 South in front of Speedway and in front of Barnett's as well.
All right. And what did you notice when you approached the window to speak with Mr. Brewer?
Just immediately a defensive demeanor on the reasoning for my stop. And when I requested vehicle documentation, first and foremost, I observed a shotgun lying on the front passenger seat. And when he was gathering his information, he kept reaching near it for an extended period of time. So at that point, I felt like for safety reasons, it was best to distance him from the firearm. So I requested him to exit the vehicle. He was very hesitant to do that. I actually refused multiple times, wouldn't open the door, wouldn't get out. I actually had to open the door myself. And then when I did open the door, he stepped out. I saw he had a knife on his person as well, but his hands immediately went down toward just a continued defensive demeanor.
Did you try to disarm him with
That was the goal. That was the goal. So I told him to put his hands on the truck bed, continued to be belligerent, kept trying to turn back toward me. So I felt like at that point in time, the best thing was to detain him. And disarm him and just kind of secure the whole situation.
Was anybody with you on the stop?
Yes, ma'am. Deputy Defendant.
Is he also working for the County Sheriff's Office?
He does, yes, ma'am.
Okay. And when you attempted, you said you were going to put him in cuffs?
Yeah, I was going to detain him, disarm him, and just secure the situation, put him in my patrol vehicle, secure the weapons. And as soon as I went to do that, he refused to place his hands behind his back, tried to grab onto the truck bed, just tense up, wouldn't let me get control of his arms. I was fixing to take him to the ground just to get a position of advantage and maintain control. And he just continued forcefully pulling on the truck bed with one arm, and then he started pulling my partner by his outer carrier with his other arm.
When you say outer carrier, what are you referring to?
This is his vest, and he was actually grabbing it at the top neck portion, pulling him toward him.
So he pulled Deputy Benjamin toward him.
Yes, into his body multiple times.
Okay. And was he eventually taken to the ground?
He was taken to the ground. The struggle actually continued. He struck me in the head twice, knocking my glasses and my hat off. Deputy Benjamin deployed a taser. This gained compliance after a moment or so, or after the initial, I think it was 2 cycles. And it did a good enough job to gain compliance where we could get him in handcuffs, and that was that.
Does Mr. Brewer have a prior felony conviction?
Yeah, he's got a prior vandalism over 1,000 conviction. So what I can recall was from the history.
Then you charged him with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
Yes, ma'am.
And then did you charge him with 2 counts of assault on the first responder?
I did, yes, ma'am.
And what is that for again? Sure.
So the first one is the grabbing my partner by his carrier, pulling him toward him forcefully. And obviously the next one was striking me on the head multiple times.
And you also charged him with resisting arrest.
I did.
And are you aware that Mr. Brewer also has a current pending case in circuit court?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And that's prior to this incident, correct?
So the UI. Yes, ma'am.
All right, no further questions.
Mr. Lockard, do you have questions?
If you're confident he has a prior felony conviction,
Yes, sir.
that's all the question.
Can you redirect?
How do you know he has a prior felony conviction?
Well, actually, ran a criminal history at that time.
All right, no further questions, Judge.
All right, thank you, sir. You may step down. You may call your next witness.
I have no other witnesses.
State has rested their proof, Mr. Lockard, on this motion. You have any proof you wish to offer?
Hold on for one.
Mr. Bruce will come up, please.
You solemnly swear or affirm that your testimony I give in this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Thank you.
If you would state your full name to the court,
John Isaac Brewer.
and do you recall the date you were arrested?
Yes, sir.
It's what the officer testified to as to your behavior, reaching for a gun and those type of things. Is that correct?
None of that's true. I told him that there was a shotgun in the passenger seat as soon as he walked up. I'm like, I'm just letting you know there's a shotgun in the passenger seat.
All right.
By no means was I trying to reach for a gun.
That's all the questions I have.
And I don't have any felony charges, by the way.
Mr. McLeod?
So, Mr. Brewer, are you admitting there was a firearm in the vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're saying you have no felony convictions on your record?
No, ma'am. No.
But you heard Sergeant testify, correct?
Yes.
Did he say you reached near the gun, or did he say you reached for the gun?
He asked for proof of my insurance, and I looked at my console, and I drive a Ford Ranger, so I'm like, well, maybe it's in the glove box. And I asked him, I said, you want me to look in the glove box? And I'm thinking the whole time he would run my tags that were told him I had insurance. So when I went to open the glove box, he reached through the door handle on my truck broke off, so the window was always cracked like this far. He never asked me to get out. He reached in the window and just jerked the door open, drove me out of the truck, and started trying to get me on the ground. I didn't know what was going on because he grabbed me from behind. So I had no idea really what was going on. I wasn't trying to hurt anybody, honestly. I didn't really know what was going on. When they shot me in the chest with a taser, that about killed me, honestly.
You said you weren't trying to hurt anybody. What do you mean by that?
I didn't know what was going on. He grabbed me from behind, and it was just like, I really didn't know what was going on. I never hit him.
So you're saying the sergeant's lying when he says you punched him in the head?
I didn't never punch nobody in the head. He said he broke his glasses. I'm thinking it's whenever he hit the ground. He got behind me, and he did take me to the ground, but I'm thinking that when I fell on him, it's probably what broke his glasses.
Why did he take you to the ground?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't trying to be. I would have dealt with him, done anything they asked. The only thing I can say is when he told me to open the glove box, there was a black Velcro wrist brace in there. He might have seen that and thought it was something, but I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, but
Is it possible you could have hit him?
No, man.
You weren't fighting with him at all?
No, man.
You weren't resisting arrest?
No, I didn't really know what was going on. In a situation like that, like the way he grabbed me from behind, when I told him, I was like, I'm going to reach over and look in the glove box. And, he just snatched my door open and grabbed me from behind. I really didn't know what was happening. And
you didn't react to that?
I mean, I was trying to maybe get him off of me. I mean, honestly, I didn't really know what was happening.
So you weren't fighting?
Not really. I mean, I really didn't know.
Well, how were you trying to get him off?
I really didn't know what was going on. I mean, they just attacked me for no reason.
Well, what did you do when they attacked you?
I really didn't know what was happening, honestly.
Well, you said that. I'm just asking you, what did you do physically? How did you respond?
I mean, I was trying to push him off of me, is what I was trying to do. I didn't know.
You were trying to push him off of you?
Yeah, but I didn't hit anybody.
Okay. You tried to push both of them?
No, ma'am, he was behind me. I never touched him.
You said he who are you referring to?
Stewart, he was behind me.
Okay. No further questions, Judge.
Can you redirect, Mr. Lockhart?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. You may sit down. Do you have any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
State, have any rebuttal, please?
Just give me just a minute.
I will.
Nothing further, Judge.
I'll hear you an argument.
It's the state's position that the bond of the defendant should be revoked due to the fact that he was on bond for a prior charge of DUI in violation of implied consent. That occurred on June 10th, 2024. That case is still pending before this court. While out on bond, Mr. Brewer then got these new charges that occurred on September 26th of 2025 in Humphreys County. I know the court has the discretion as to whether to revoke the bond or to increase the bond, but the state would ask to based on those facts. And also, Your Honor, the defendant apparently did fail to show up for court back in April for arraignment on these new charges. If I'm not mistaken, I was out at that time, but I believe that's correct. So, Your Honor, I would ask Your Honor to take those things into consideration and revoke the bond of the defendant until such time as he can have a trial or his case can be resolved. Thank you.
Mr. Lockhart?
Only thing I would request is that he knows he's got a finger to peer out anyway. I advised him to come on in. I would request that I be allowed to file my motion to reinstate as to this bond and set aside the failure to appear on the other charge, and that I'll be allowed to have that set on the 30th of this month. I mean, it's pretty clear in these circumstances, court's going to revoke his bond, but I'd still like to address both of them.
Well, based on the statute that we're dealing with, it doesn't require that the defendant be convicted of the charges. Rather, it states that if the defendant is released upon a personal recognizance, unsecured personal bond, or other bond approved by the court, the defendant violates the condition of release, is charged with an offense committed while during the defendant's release, from the or other factors, then the court may revoke and terminate the defendant's bond and order the defendant held without bail pending trial and without release during trial. The court finds that the evidence, the credible evidence in the court's opinion that have been produced is that the defendant did commit new offenses in this situation. Certainly, there's no question that he missed a court date and there is a warrant for his arrest to be held without bond. And therefore, I'll revoke this bond. I grant the state's motion. Mr. Lockett certainly has the ability to file whatever motion he wants to try to rehear these matters on the 30th, depending, and including the motion that he might file on his failure to appear. But as far as this motion today is, the court grants the motion. Mr. Brewer will be in custody until the 30th when we hear those matters again. So I think that concludes our business for today, so we stand adjourned.